Hey, what's going on YouTube? Drew from dcboxbreakers. This is a video about something I did. Was working on for the past couple hours today. Kind of bored, so I kind of figured I'd go ahead and start it. I made a list of what are the top 5 players from each team in the NHL. Kind of in my opinion. You guys comment. Feel free to disagree, think what you want. So that would mean that is about the top, in sorts, top 150 players in the NHL. Um, yeah, in a way. But I'll go ahead and get started. I typed it up completely on this list right here. Let's see if it'll focus in. Yeah, it's right here. But I'm not gonna show it to you guys. I can't keep it focused for that long. Or I don't know if I can keep it focused. And here comes the same camera problem. But I'll go ahead and start with the beginning of my list, which is the Anaheim Ducks. And I made 1 through 5 for each team. Again, you guys can feel free to disagree if you want to. Just comment below on what you think. It's kind of the point of this list. But so first to start off with the Anaheim Ducks, I got number 1 at Corey Perry, 2 is Ryan Getzlaf, 3 Jonas Hiller, 4 Bobby Ryan, and 5 Cam Fowler. I had a kind of a choice between a couple guys. For 5, I just kind of picked Cam Fowler because he's got good potential and he's having a really good season anyway. So I'll move on to the Atlanta Thrashers. Number 1, I've got Evander Kane. 2, I've got Dustin Byfuglien. 3, Zach Bogosian. 4, Alex Burmistrov. And 5, Toby Enstrom. That one was kind of difficult to put together. The Thrashers are not an amazing team, but that's kind of what I was able to piece together. The Boston Bruins, I put together number 1, Tim Thomas. 2, Mark Savard. 3, Zdeno Chara. 4, Patrice Bergeron. And 5, Tyler Seguin. I just kind of figured Tim Thomas is kind of a lock for the Vezina again. Well, he kind of slowed down at the end of the season, but that's the only one I had kind of trouble with. Buffalo Sabres, I got number 1, Thomas Vanek. 2, Ryan Miller. 3, Tyler Myers. 4, Derek Roy. And 5, Tyler Ennis. I was thinking about putting up Tyler Ennis higher, but Derek Roy's kind of been better for longer, so kind of made my decision a little bit easier. The Calgary Flames, number 1, I got Jerome Iginla. 2, Mika Kiprusoff. 3, Rennie Borg. 4, Jay Bouwmeester. And 5, Alex Tanguay. That was another one that was pretty easy to put together. Rennie Borg was the only one I was having trouble with there. The Carolina Hurricanes, number 1, Cam Ward. 2, Jeff Skinner. 3, Eric Staal. 4, Jussi Jokinen. 5, Tuomo Ruutu. I'm guessing some of y'all think Eric Staal is like one of the top 30 players in the NHL, and Cam Ward and Jeff Skinner aren't. I watch the Hurricanes a lot. They're the hometown team for me. I tend to quite disagree how much I've seen him play. He has no defensive game whatsoever. Chicago Blackhawks, number 1, Jonathan Toews. 2, Patrick Kane. 3, Patrick Sharp. 4, Duncan Keith. And 5, Corey Crawford. That one's kind of obvious. Patrick Sharp, he's so high because he's just been consistently scoring for him. For the Colorado Avalanche, I got number 1, Matt Duchene. 2, Paul Stastny. 3, Milan Hajduk. 4, John Michael Lyles. And 5, Peter Mueller. That one was one that's pretty tough to put together. I couldn't decide 3 through 5. But that's kind of what I found. For the Columbus Blue Jackets, my favorite team. 1, Rick Nash. 2, Derek Brassard. 3, Steve Mason. 4, Jakub Voracek. And 5, Scotty Upshaw. Yeah, that one was pretty easy. Upshaw is really good. If you guys have watched him at all, you guys can see he's got a really quick release, a really nice shot. And he's found the net a lot since he got traded to him on the trade deadline. On the Dallas Stars, number 1, Brad Richards. 2, Louis Eriksson. 3, Brendan Morrow. 4, Jamie Langenbrunner. And 5, Kari Lehtinen. That one was The only one I had trouble with there was Jamie Langenbrunner. I couldn't really figure out where to put him. even if he was going to be on the list, which he did. The Detroit Red Wings, I got number 1, Pavel Datsyuk, 2, Henrik Zetterberg, 3, Nicholas Lidstrom, 4, Jimmy Howard, and 5, Johan Franzen. 5 was kind of a tough spot for that one. I had a couple guys I could have put there, but I just decided to put Franzen. Edmonton Oilers, 1, Taylor Hall, 2, Jordan Eberle, 3, Sam Gagner, 4, Magnus Paajarvi, and 5, Ales Hemsky. I don't pay attention to the Oilers that much, so that's kind of what I was able to put together from what I know. I know that Hall got knocked out for the season, but he's still the best out of all the rookies. Probably all the players too, definitely most skilled. Eberle is just having the best season overall in the Oilers. Gagner's been the best consistent player the last 3 or 4 years since he was a rookie. Paajarvi's got really good skill, and he's probably most consistent of all the rookies. And Ales Hemsky, he's been there for a while, and he's been doing good if he's healthy. For the Florida Panthers, I gotta check my time. Okay. For the Florida Panthers, I got number 1, Stephen Weiss, 2, Thomas Vokoun, 3, David Booth, 4, Evgeny Dadonov, and 5, Nicholas Bergfors. I had Dadonov on there because he's having a good season, especially for how many games he's played, and he made the All-Star game, and he's got some pretty good potential. That one was another one that was pretty tough. Los Angeles Kings, number 1, I got Drew Doughty, 2, Anze Kopitar, 3, Dustin Brown, 4, Dustin Penner, and 5, Jonathan Quick. The only one that I'm thinking about there is Dustin Penner. He hasn't been on the team for that long, but he did really good when he was with the Oilers. And the Kings must think he's good for how much they gave up for him. Alright, so the Minnesota Wild, 1, I got Mikko Koivu, 2, Nicholas Backstrom, 3, Martin Havlat, 4, Guillaume Latendresse, and 5, Matt Cullen. Not much to be said. I don't really watch the Wild that much. They don't have too much of an offensive game. But they can put it together. Those 5 guys normally do pretty good on them. For the Montreal Canadiens, I got 1, Michael Camilleri, 2, Carey Price, 3, Andrei Markov, 4, Brian Giano, and 5, Tomas Plekanec. That one was pretty difficult. Markov, I just know that whenever he's healthy, he's really good. He racks up the points like crazy for a defenseman. And Gianta got him high because he's really, really consistent, really the only consistent one for the Canadiens. And those are the only 2 that I had trouble placing on that list. Nashville Predators, 1, I got Pekka Rinne, 2, Shea Weber, 3, Patrick Hornquist, 4, Sergei Kostitsyn, and 5, Ryan Suter. Yeah, it's not too much explaining for that one. New Jersey Devils, 1, I got Ilya Kovalchuk, 2, Patrick Elias, 3, Marty Brodeur, 4, Zach Parise, and 5, Travis Zajac. Yeah, that one, I was thinking about putting Brodeur higher, but he hasn't had an amazing season. He's starting to really slow down from his age. For the New York Islanders, 1, I got John Tavares, 2, Michael Grabner, 3, Mark Streit, 4, Matt Molson, and 5, Kyle Opozo. Islanders just aren't doing that good. They're actually doing pretty good right now, but they got a few good players, and I'm guessing that's all. Those are the only good players that I could really find that I could put in the top 5 for the Islanders. For the Rangers, 1, I got Marian Gaborik, 2, Henrik Lundqvist, 3, Ryan Callahan, 4, Brandon Dubinsky, and 5, Mark Stahl. 3 through 5 were tough for that one, but 1 and 2, Lundqvist and Gaborik were the 2 sole reasons why the Rangers almost made the playoffs last year. They were the only 2 reasons why they weren't dead last in the league. And this year Gaborik's had some injury trouble, I believe, and he's really spotty with the scoring. One game I saw him have 4 goals, and that was after a 10-game goalless streak. So, I mean, he's put up 20 or 30 goals this season, but it's been really streaky. For the Ottawa Senators, 1, I got Jason Spezza, 2, Danny Alfredson, 3, Nick Foligno, 4, Erik Karlsson, and 5, Sergei Gonchar. Another team I don't watch that much. I know that Spezza, Alfredson, and Foligno are pretty much their scoring leaders, and Carlson and Gonch are the two that I kind of pieced together at the end. For the Flyers, one I got Jeff Carter, two Mike Richards, three Claude Giroux, four Chris Pronger, and five Daniel Briere. The Flyers was a really tough one because they have so much offense and they got some pretty good goalies and pretty good defensemen, just pretty good team in general. So the Coyotes, one Keith Yandel, two Shane Doan, three Ilya Brizgalov, four Kyle Turris, and five Mikhail Bodker. That one was kind of 4 and 5 are kind of hard. They have like 5 or 6 guys that could have fit in that spot, but I just kind of went with the potential on that one. For the Penguins, 1 Sidney Crosby, 2 Malkin, 3 Stahl, 4 Marc-Andre Fleury, and 5 James Neal. James Neal hasn't been on the team for long at all, but I gotta say he's probably, yeah, the 5th best right now. They had a lot of guys that could have fit in that one, but I was thinking about Chris Kunitz, Marco Testu, and Tyler Kennedy, but they really haven't contributed as much as James Neal. So San Jose Sharks, 1 Joe Thornton, 2 Danny Heatley, 3 Patrick Marleau, 4 Joe Pavelski, and 5 Dan Boyle. This one's another one like the Flyers. There's just so many good players. It was kind of hard to narrow it down to a list of 5, but that's what I came down to. St. Louis Blues, 1 I got David Backes, 2 Alex Steen, 4 Yaro Halak, 4 TJ Oshie, and 5 Kevin Shattenkirk. I was thinking about putting Shattenkirk higher on that list. He's one of my favorite rookie defensemen. I believe he's leading in scoring for him. And the 4 top ones were kind of just kind of been offensive leaders, except for Halak, who has stood back there doing pretty good against a pretty poor defensive team, or with a pretty poor defensive team, so I think he deserved to be in the top 5. For the Lightning, 1 I got Steven Stamkos, 2 Marty St. Louis, Vincent Lecavalier, 3, 4 Simon Gagne, and 5 Victor Hedman. Any of those top 3 guys could have been number 1, but Stamkos again went with potential. St. Louis kind of had a better season, but not by much. So yeah, I kind of presented it that way. For the Toronto Maple Leafs, 1 I got Phil Kessel, 2 Dion Phaneuf, 3 Tyler Bozak, 4 Clark MacArthur, and 5 James Reimer. Phil Kessel has kind of been the consistent scorer for him, along with Clark MacArthur. Tyler Bozak has kind of stayed with him. Phaneuf is really it's held the defense together, and James Reimer had a phenomenal second half of the season. And he's the reason they still have a chance at the playoffs. So that's why he's in number 5. For the Vancouver Canucks, this was definitely the easiest one to put together, easiest list to put together. 1 I got Daniel Sedin, 2 Henrik Sedin, 3 Luongo, 4 Kessler, and 5 Burrows. If you guys want to argue with that, sure, but it's kind of hard to put it together anyway. Other than that. For the Capitals, lastly, I have Ovechkin at 1, Backstrom at 2, 3 I got Alexander Semin, 4 Mike Green, 5 Mikael Neuwirth, 5 I knew I had to put one of the goalies for the Capitals, but they got 3 really good ones that have stepped in and done really good this year and past years. Neuwirth has done the most this year, though. Varlamov has done pretty good. And Braden Holtby hasn't been playing too much, but the games he has, he's done it really well. But I just kind of figured Mikael Neuwirth leads him in wins, save percentage, goals against. So yeah, kind of figured I'd put him in as the number 5 for the best goalie. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Run out of time here. If you guys disagree with anything, just let me, or just comment below. I'd like to see that. What you guys think. That's kind of the purpose of doing this. So yeah, that's pretty much it. See ya.